All right, a quick breakdown on reinstalling the internals where the mag catch is, because if you were trying to swap these in and out and you knocked that one out on accident, then your mag catch and the spring are gonna all come falling out. Okay, so this is a shout out to Scott, who reached out to us and said, how do I get this thing back in there? I'm gonna knock this out on purpose. I do not recommend you ever knock that out. You're not gonna have to take that out. It's not terribly difficult to put back in, but it's not easy either. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is, we're gonna have to break the gun down here, because we're gonna need access into this area right there. Okay, it's even easier to do if you take out these two roll pins and take this entire subframe out. So let's lift up on this, roll of duct tape. That always works the best. I'm gonna knock these two out real quick, and then we'll have a lot more room to work with. There's that. Okay, now we can really get our hands into here. So let me knock that pin out. Here's what you did. Here's what Scott did. Here's what I've done before. Get this pin out of there, and uh-oh, there it goes. We have this piece, and we have this piece. Okay. While I have these out, I'm gonna show you how this kind of works. This is setting inside here, under tension, okay? And it goes just like this. His big question was, how does the spring go in there? This is gonna set inside of a pocket like that, and then the open end, not the bent flat end, the open end goes up against the rear of that, okay? Just like that. And that's where the pin goes right through that hole right there. And then when the mag goes in, it just catches right inside there. Hit the mag release button, the bar inside there. You hit the mag release button, move sideways, pushes on the inside of that, and makes this go just like this, okay? That bar rests right on this piece right there. So putting this back in is the big question. I like to, first thing is get that pin. It's a rather nice pin, solid steel. There it is right there. And get this started. See where the pin's getting started. See, it's going all the way through there. Right there, right to the edge. Now I know when I push that forward, it's ready to go through the puzzle that I have right here. If you take a ink stick, take the plastic ink part out of it, and I believe you can put it right in that hole, and it'll hold this whole thing together. So I'm gonna cut the edge off of here. I want it to be about the right length, which is just gonna be about just like that. I'm left with this. If you wanna work on this gun a lot and have some fun with it, I suggest you keep one of those. I do have one of those in my armor's kit for these guns, but that would be in another location. Put this together. Put this guy inside there, because that's really the hardest part, is keeping these two pieces together. Okay, they are in fact together, and that piece fits in there. It's not going to fall out. There is enough tension on there that when I hit that pin, it'll knock that out, and this will be good to go. It'll be even easier to take this mag, and actually it's going to be great to show you guys what this looks like in here, so you can actually get a much better understanding. Okay, if I left this in there, it was doable, but you wouldn't have been able to see what I was doing. I would have to, here's the mag release. It goes like this. So when you press, this angle here makes it do this. Press, goes in just like so. Just now I had to press it in underneath because this was set inside there, but in order for me to get that pin in, I would have had to press down with this finger until I collapse that spring. Not terribly difficult to do, but you wouldn't have been able to see any of that. It's going to be easier, because this is easy to put in and out. It'll be easier to put this in and then have no tension on it and let it set like that, then knock the pin through. And then when I put this through, it'll be much easier to press this back versus condensing the spring on this side. So you see this pin kind of moved around. So I got this pin set. Again, I'm going to drop this into place. That is set exactly where it needs to be now. And I think I'm just going to hold my finger on top of, my finger is on the inside, holding that piece right there. So that hole is lined up right here, right now. And sure enough, there's the piece that we used from the pen, came out. I'm gonna get that lined up. Yeah, that's about perfect right there. Maybe another few thou. Oops, too much. Okay, this is in there now. Now you can see this thing flopping around. This needs to go all the way forward. Press it forward, and then this one goes back in. Very easy to do. All right, pressing it all the way down there and then all the way through to the other side. Get this sucker lined up. Okay, now it's in there. Now we just have to replace the mag release button. I have heard of screws not coming undone on this gun. Maybe it happened one time, but anyway, just make sure that if you take this apart and put it back together, make sure you just make sure that screw is nice and tight and seasoned. Like I just backed it out and went back in there. Now you can see how it actuates. When I press forward, the angle of the mag release bar pushes that the tip of the mag catch, and then the claws move forward. That's what makes your mag come out. Okay, reverse operation, very simple. Rear pin, front pin, short, long. Put our slide lock and release spring back in there. Pretty awesome. And then we'll just drop this whole thing back in here. Like that. Feels good, looks good. I always, mostly everything on this gun, I think everything, including the sights, hit from this way to the right side of the gun, from left to right. This one perfect. This one could use a few more thou. Going at an angle here, you can see the capture spring inside there. You don't want to go straight into that spring. Go in at an angle and then pry it up. An angle, pry it up. Now it's captured in the groove in this pin. Pull back a little bit. And then we should have our sweet mag release all back in there. There you go. Quick video for Scott or anyone else that knocks that pin out or is breaking their gun down completely because maybe they want to clean everything. Maybe they just want to know how everything works. This little guy will be your friend. Obviously made that one try, made it super easy piece of that pen. All right. Thanks for tuning in and checking out this latest episode that I just made up called The Breakdown. Cheers.